Holy freaking crap, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Mackcast. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm Monster Mack, sitting on the side of me, as always. It's Trainee number one. Trainee?
What's up, dude? I'm glad to be out here doing this podcast tonight. We're having a lot of fun, Mac. But before we get into anything, I need to promote. You know what I mean? I got to plug the sponsors. You can go to newrepublicprinting.com to get all your T-shirt, buttons, pins, patches. I don't even know if they do all that stuff, but they whatever they do well. And be sure to pick all that nonsense up, folks. newrepublicprinting.com. It's where we got our hoodies made. It's where we get our shirts done. It's fine quality stuff. Quick turnaround. No hassle. They're the ish. Make sure you check it out. Folks, on tonight's podcast, I got to do the introduction, Mac. We have none other than promoter of NWW Extreme, James Allen. James, I want to, before we get into the interview, I want to know a little history of NWW. You think you could give us a little inside info, man?
Now, October will be 4 years. We've been running at the American Legion Post 85 on 870 River Street in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, outdoor pavilion. It's basically set that is our home. That is our arena. That is our spring to fall arena.
Yep.
And our winter place is right across the border in Blackstone, Mass. At the Millerville Men's Club. And, so, I mean, we got things going on. I mean, we're taking things from, running 4 shows to, I think on an average we're running about 7 shows now a year.
Right.
And we're just going to keep as we go. I mean, we do got a lot of other things going on.
Yep.
We got the New England Dragway up in New Hampshire that we're working on right now. We have events out in the southern Connecticut, out in the New London area that we're going to be producing soon for the Cancer Foundation and stuff like that. I mean, we do have going on this year. Everything's in the works. Everything is going to take place. And, I think what we're doing now is, I don't know if you guys know the AIWF,
Yep.
the Allied Independent Wrestling Federations, that group that membered throughout the United States, mainly on the East Coast, down south,
Yep.
the Midwest. So basically talking to Mack Classic, the owner and operator of the AIWF. We're actually going to be the Northeast representative member of that, and the sole Northeast representative, meaning that you're not going to see in Maine or New Hampshire or whatever. It's Massachusetts, operating out of Blackstone, Mass.
Yep. That
we will be heading to your state in the New England area very soon. We have plans of taking it to like New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts is going to be operating.
Yep.
We will take our event to where we need to. We get the call to come and do an event for you. You mark my words that we're going to put them butts, rears in the seats.
So, okay, Mike.
So, yeah, big plans for the future. NWW TV. I heard that it was online. I heard that Trainee number one was getting thrown over the ropes and choked up with a noose. I had to see it. I checked it out, and I was pleasantly surprised by the production value. You guys straight commentary over the matches. Do you want to tell me a little about NWW TV?
Well, our TV is called Battle Zone. All right?
Battle Zone.
And reason why we call it Battle Zone is because when you go there, you're going to see a war. You're going to see a war on every show. It's like World War III. We do what we do. We're unique. We're different. We're new. We're New World Wrestling Extreme.
Now, the first episode's already up. You want to let the people that could possibly watch
they
this
can
episode?
find that, right? We have our own channel. It's right on
sweet.
YouTube.com. Right now, we had a little minor setback on that, but we're working on that within the next couple months. Our episode 2 will be up, and we'll get back caught up on to what we're doing. And, brand new website being built. as I had a setback on that also, being that the webmaster that we had passed away.
Oh, Jesus.
So it kind of put us on a little setback,
Right.
but it's not stopping the operation and the everyday business that we conduct. So we actually did it another way of being on Twitter. We are on Facebook.
Yep.
So you can like us on Facebook, World Wrestling Extreme. You can find us on Twitter. We're just taking things every day, day by day, and we're going to take this company to the next level. And a lot of new talents coming in, a lot of different happenings that's going to happen during the course of this year. And it's all for the the good future for New World Wrestling Extreme.
No, man, you seem to have a lot of passion for NWW, and I mean it's clear. And you're talking about the promoting and all that. Do you feel like that's the downfall for a lot of different promotions? Is not having that passion and not having that drive to promote?
There's a lot of companies out there that could be better than what they are.
Right.
They, a lot of people put on a good front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's promoters out there that don't take care of their talent. It's you take care of your talent will take care of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the respect is this. Without your talent, you have no company.
Right.
You may have a banner. You may have a company.
A ring or whatever.
Or whatever. But if it wasn't for your talent, wrestling and doing their job to the way you needed to them to do, it wouldn't be nothing.
Right.
Okay? So you do your job, you get a better response. And by them doing their job, they help get the ass in the seats.
Right.
Because now these people, these fans, and anybody that sees events, they're going to know where you're at. You know what I mean? It's something for them to talk about. We do it old school way. We advertise on Twitter. We advertise on Facebook. We hand deliver flyers after flyers.
Right.
We take them into stores, 11 by 17 colored posters.
You guys are putting in the groundwork.
We're putting the groundwork. We have our own street team. I'll send guys on the street corners. There'd be red lights. People are handing out flyers, tagging cars, putting flyers in stores.
Yeah.
Currently, right now, as we speak to this very day, we've been advertising about 8 weeks on this show. We have over 1,000 flyers that are in different variety of stores.
That are out currently.
And and people are grabbing them. I go in and I check all this groundwork that we have done. And guess what? The flyers are gone.
Right.
You know why? They look at them. It sparks an interest. And if it sparks an interest and they take that flyer, they stick it in their pocket, they go home, they put it on their refrigerator with their pizza magnet or anything, any other magnet, and it's there. Every time they go in the fridge, they open it up, boom, the poster's right in front. Boom, the flyer's in front of your face. I'm going to this. It's affordable, $15. I mean, you can buy these tickets at the American Legion Post 85. You can give them a call at 401-766-7585, or you can find at JB Liquors at 401-762-6422. Hey, you know what? You want to see an event, you want to see action, come down Saturday, May 17th at Combat Warfare 4. We got tons of matches. We got title matches. We got things going to happen.
I'd say one of the main things that probably draws in a lot of fans is the different talent that you have. Very thrown back by it. There's a lot of different gimmicks and a lot of good workers. Like speaking of like the giant Pharaoh, how tall is that guy?
7 feet. Monster Giant Pharaoh.
Where the hell did you find him? We squared off with him. He was like twice the size of me.
Where I had to go find him, it was a long road to find him. I had to go all the way to Egypt and find this guy. We heard about a guy named Giant Pharaoh. We had to go down there, grab this guy, interested coming in. Hey, we got all kinds. I mean, we got Thug Life Marquise Wright, former NWW Extreme Champion.
That's right.
You know what? And he's got his rematch coming up against current champion Tank the Tank. You know what I mean? And he has his little sweetheart with him. Gianna Morello. He's got his Epic. You know, Epic guy's a little weird, but that's all right.
Just a
That's
little
his
bit, but that's
thing.
okay. You can
But
be
you know
weird.
what?
We don't
But-
hate on the Mattcast.
You know, it's I don't know. You got all kinds of matches happening. I mean, you got the Sons of Samoa.
I was gonna say, I figured
Okay.
you want to just go through. We can
Yeah,
we can bang
go
them out.
through this, and I'll tell you about it. You know, Sons of Samoa. They're the sons of Alpha the Wild Samoa.
Yep.
You know, they're the nephews of Sika. You know, former WWF.
These are guys who
tag.
just have wrestling in their
Right,
blood.
they're former WWF Tag Team Champions, both Hall of Famers, legends. You know, they got a long line of history and family members of the Samoan family. You know, as far as The Rock, Yokozuna, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, Rocky Johnson, Peter Maivia, High Chief Peter Maivia, you know, etc. Current WWE tag team right now, the Usos.
Yep.
You know, they're a big Samoan family in professional wrestling, and they are coming here live in Woonsocket.
And I hear they're taking on the Whaling City Wrecking Crew, Frankie Vane and Nick Steele.
Yep.
That is going to be a hard-hitting, like, that's
You
going to be a
know,
brawl right there.
But
man.
I will say this: I've been contacted and spoke to the Wild Samoans, the Sons of Samoa, Offer and Alofa. I've spoken, and they keep on telling me they're bringing body bags. I don't know what that means. Well, I mean, I kind of know what that
it means. But
you know, it's like, what's going to happen here? They're going to be body bagging people and all this stuff. And
I got to say, when I first heard that the Sons of Samoa were coming to NWW, I was thinking, like, who are these guys going to work? And you picked a great team for them to pair up against, because those two guys, that's going to be those four guys, that's going to be a
see, you know,
a banger.
We just don't put things together in New World Wrestling. We look, we scout, we check things out. We want the best matches that we can possibly put on, because when you do that, you're going to have people coming back.
Right,
They're going to
yeah.
say that match was excellent. That match was crazy. You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, we do get crazy. We do get a little extreme at times. I
Right,
mean,
and,
our main extreme, crazy extreme event, you know, on the hardcore side is in October at Blood and Bones.
Yeah.
Which Blood and Bones 4, I believe, is coming up.
5.
Blood and Bones 5.
Wow.
You know, this is going to be our 4th year running. But, you know, over there at the American Legion, you know, we just keep on doing what we're doing. But, you know, speaking of Marquise Wright,
I was going to say, he happens to be.
all right, he actually happens to be right on the side of me. And he's kind of, I feel, in a bad mood in a way.
He doesn't look happy.
He doesn't look happy right now, but at the same time, he was happy when we said, "You're getting your rematch." We're tired.
I seen his eyes light up.
We're tired of you talking about it. Where's my rematch? I deserve it. Da 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 da. I'm Thug Life. I'm from the 305. I'm from Miami, Florida. You know what I mean? You know what? Marquise Wright, I mean, since you're in my presence right here, once you tell our great New World Wrestling fans on what you plan on doing to Tank the Tank. I mean, you want your belt back. You've been involvement with him on several matches now, and he's running hard with that belt. I mean, do you honestly think that you're going to pull off a big upset and become a 2-time NWW Extreme Champion? Well, once you tell these fans on what they're in store for at Combat Warfare 4.
Marquise Wright versus Tank the Tank and NWW Extreme Heavyweight Championship. Marquise, what are you going to say to Tank and to the people listening?
You know, as far as the people and Tank go, as far as I'm concerned, he's nothing but a paper champion. Your boy Thug Life Marquise here. I was ripped off. I got beat by Santa Claus. I got beat by a crooked referee. Tank didn't win that match, but that's all right, though. You know, I've been talking to these promoters. I've been proving that I've been deserving a rematch for a while. And this Saturday, 17th, I have that rematch. I have that return match. There'll be no Santa Claus and no crooked referees. You feel me?
I feel you, Marquise, but Tank the Tank he's a strong fan favorite. Do you think that's going to help him with his momentum going into the match?
Man, I don't care about these people, Woonsocket. You know, they can love me or they can hate me. As far as I'm concerned, they can all kick rocks. I'm coming to Woonsocket for one reason, to take back what is mine, what should still be mine, what was stolen from me. Stolen goods, you feel me? Coming back to take what's mine, and that is the NWW title.
Marquise, man, hopefully you'll be able to accomplish your goal at the show. But I'm looking forward to seeing that match. You two squaring off last time. It was a spectacle, and I hope to catch it again at this show.
Oh, man, it ain't going to be no hopefully. It's going to be a guarantee that your boy 305 here, Thug Life, is going to do what he says he's going to do.
Now, James, do you have any opinions on any of the other matches in the I believe you're going to be with Gianna?
Gianna will be with me, that's right. Gianna, Chad Epic, you know, that's my boy, you know, my own ring announcer, advisor. You know, I got my lady on the side, my good luck charm. You know, since I've been with them, I've been unstoppable. You know, I don't need any other people, you know, those has-beens watching my back. I do what I do best.
Now, a few shows ago, she was with the Giant Pharaoh. How did you sneak in there and bring her to say the 305 with you?
Oh, man, I didn't have to sneak in, you know what I mean? She saw this big giant dummy, you know, who, if you recall last show, decided to sneak up behind me and try and throw me through a wall. But that's all right, though. I had to show him that I'm more man than he is. But Gianna realized that, you know, she's walking around a big Egyptian dummy. He didn't know what to do with a woman like that. Guy like your boy Marquise here, you know, I know how to handle the ladies.
I'm sure the ladies love the bling bling too.
You know what I mean?
See, you're rocking a lot of it. I'm sure they like it.
That's what I do. You know, they come up to me, you know, they try and read, but, you know, only takes a special woman to wear the bling.
It's a special woman. Gianna is certainly a special woman, I'll say that at the very least. Now, for the rest of the card, I mean, you were just talking about the Giant Pharaoh. He's taking on the Sheik, Ahmed Jordan.
Well, you know, as far as that goes, you know, my opinion on Giant Pharaoh and Sheik Ahmed, I don't really care who wins. I hope both of them beat the hell out of each other. You know, I've had my differences with both of them in the past. And, you know, I know that both of them, you know, they want to get a shot at the winner of me and Tank. So I welcome a challenge from either one of them.
Now, that's a number one contenders match?
That's right.
And so you have no if you win the title, obviously. I'm operating under the assumption that you are, mainly because you're giant and intimidating and sitting right in front of me. So I'm going to operate.
Smart man.
Yeah, just saying. What about you, James? What are your opinions on that number one contendership match? Who do you think's going to take it? Clearly, two giant guys ready to square off.
Well, you got to remember something. You got a whole 7 foot tall Giant Pharaoh.
Yeah, that's no joke.
And, you know, my take.
Mack sat on my shoulders, and he was still taller than us.
Yeah. You know something? He's got the Sheik's got a lot of work to do, I believe.
You think, obviously, if anybody can beat the Giant Pharaoh, it's an upset. But I would say my guess for the match, Giant Pharaoh. Mainly because I've been in the ring with him, and it's terrifying. He's gigantic, and it's very intimidating. Also on the card, we're looking at Don Vega taking on Mike Rassa Jr. Now, Mike Rassa is somebody that we've got to know over the last couple of years, and he's a really good up-and-comer. But Don Vega's been around forever, and he's got that veteran mentality. He's not playing around.
Yeah.
Definitely a veteran in the business. This is kind of like new school versus old school. I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen in the ring. I don't know. Don Vega is definitely a tough opponent, but you can't underestimate Grassa there. He's very flashy, has a lot of moves under his sleeve, and you never really know what's going to come from him.
Now, if you would have told me about this match 2 years ago, Don Vega versus a very green, very new Mike Rassa, I would say Don Vega clearly has this one locked up. But over the last 2 years, I've seen Mike Rassa dramatically improve and get much better in the ring. So, I don't know who's going to win this one, Mack, but I'm looking forward to most of these matches. I think it'll be very
You know something? It's very possible that you could see an upset.
Right.
You know, I mean, he has come a long way. He's a high-flying, action-packed wrestler. And, you know, you never know what's going to happen. You know, you may be going against a ring veteran. You may be doing all that stuff, but you know something? Anything's possible. You know, the only thing I can say out there to the wrestling fans, to the NWW fans, hey, you got to be there to see it live, and you'll know what goes down that night.
Yeah. Also on the card that night, Kid Reflex, Eric Dillon versus the Crazy Chainsaw. Now, Mac, we talked about it a little earlier. You talked about me getting hung. We got to we wrestled Crazy Chainsaw and Outpatient, and they beat the crap out of us. And I can't lie, Mac. They slapped us around. They threw us in the barricades. They hung me on a rope. They hit you with a chair. And we've wrestled Eric Dillon before. So I'm thinking Crazy Chainsaw is taking this one, Mac. What about you?
Especially if that Outpatient's out there. I don't even know what these guys' deals are. Very crazy, insane. I thought I was out there for a normal wrestling match, and they took me to town, and they juked you up and hung you. We had to take you straight to the hospital after that match, make sure you're all right. But I'm definitely going to go with the Crazy Chainsaw Bastard on this one. Why? Because he's crazy, and he wields a chainsaw. That should be enough said.
Yeah, man. That's again, that kind of goes into the different characters. You see a lot of different people in NWW you usually don't see in other places, like the Crazy Chainsaw.
Now, we can't underestimate Eric Dillon. No offense, Eric. I know you kicked off the Mack cast with the first episode, but no. Oh yeah. He was the first. He was one of them guys. But anyways, you can't underestimate the Eric Dillon. He might be focused that day and all juked up, so you never really know what's to expect.
Mac, you were using the term "juked up" very liberally during this podcast.
Well, that's code word. I can't really say what he might be on.
Eric Dillon's a wild man. That's mine. Don't put my beer down. Also on the card, Bo Douglas.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a phone call. Hold on. Hello. No. What? You are? Who told you about this?
Oh,
You're gonna be here in 5 minutes. Oh man, this is gonna get interesting.
If that's Eric Dillon, don't tell him not to show up. No.
Chainsaw is on his way.
Whoa. I didn't even know that guy spoke English. I thought he just yelled.
He's gonna be here less than 5 minutes. Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right, we should try to get through these matches.
Can you call the police?
Marquise is he's thinking about taking off. That Crazy Chainsaw guy, he's a wild man. We'll try to get through these before he shows up.
Yeah,
man,
this is gonna be interesting. I didn't tell him about this. He called.
We were recording it online. It might be our fault. I apologize, man.
Yeah, I think this is gonna get very, very interesting. He will be here less than 5 minutes, and he doesn't sound too happy.
Whoa,
he sounds like he's going out of his tree. Well,
that's
normally,
but it's not a far trip for him. We got Bo Douglas and Keanu going one-on-one, and I think this might be the first time those guys have faced off against each other.
You know, I think they have wrestled once before.
Okay.
But this match is going to be a very psychology of a match.
Right.
It's the Pacific Islander, Keanu, Bo Douglas, Bo knows, as he says.
Will Bo know victory?
Keanu's on a good mission right now, and I think he could come on top on this. Bo Douglas is also a ring veteran.
Right.
He's a very technical wrestler. He also has a high school background of wrestling, so he's got a lot of technician style.
Right, yeah. Very technically sound.
So, the match is going to be interesting. All the matches is going to be interesting. But let's talk about you guys. You guys are the current NWW Tag Team Champions going against which they actually made their return at the March 7th event in Blackstone, Mass. Hometown Takedown.
Right.
The Minutemen returned
to action. This is not the Minutemen's first First trip through the
No,
NWW.
they've been on a little
hiatus.
and they're back, and you guys are going against them. You know, it's the tag team titles we're talking about. So what do you guys take on your match against the Minutemen? Since we're talking about matches.
Well, I say hell yeah, I'm there, and I'm going to defend the belt successfully. I'm 100% confident on that one because this is not the first time we took on the Minutemen. This is probably like a seventh match. I don't know. So we know them guys pretty well. You know, we've been inside and outside of the ring with them guys, and I've learned, I picked up on some of their tricks, so I'm going to bring 100%, Daddy. What about you, Trainee? Are you going to be on the ball?
Mac, I'm always on the ball, homie. I'm saying the Minutemen, we've worked with them everywhere from Rhode Island to Maine and everywhere in between. And at NWW May 17th, we're going to show the Minutemen that their time's up and our time is here. You like how I use the time thing?
Yeah, you just like use their own promo. Huh?
Yeah, I did that. I did that to them. Dude, I think you have a knock at your door. Uh-oh. This can't be good.
Guys, I'm here, Mr. Crazy Chainsaw, and I'm here. Thanks for not letting me know, but I found out that you guys are doing this iPass, and you know what? You want to talk about Kid Reflect?
You're scaring me, Trainee.
I tell you
Is it
what.
invite only?
I am terrified.
It's
Carter.
time. It's time. There's going to be bloodshed. There's going to be things happening to that kid. The rope around your neck taking you to hell.
No, he's talking about Eric Dillon, right? Not me, because he's looking me in the eyes.
Yeah.
Eric Dillon, you're in for the fight of your life, homie, because right now he's not even angry.
I'm staying here too long because the pits of hell are calling. They're saying, Chainsaw, come home. Bring that boy here. Bring him to the fiery pits of hell. And we're going to take you on a ride like you never seen before.
Eric Dillon, you are in for a wild ride, my friend.
God damn, I need to talk to my parole officer. We need a restraining order on this guy.
He seems to be okay with us right now, Mac, but just keep it down with it. So you're going to face Eric Dillon, Crazy Chainsaw. My guess is you think you're going to win?
I'm not only going to win, I'm going to kill. Because I don't play.
Mackey's right. Mackey's right.
Mackey's right. Don't you be giving me the look. Don't be just eyeballing me because you'll be the next one on my list.
I'm just glad Marquis is here so I can stand behind his broad shoulders and try to hide from this guy. I don't know what's going on. We need to get this Matt cast back on track before someone whips out their chainsaw and starts cutting people up.
Not only the chainsaw, you'll be swinging by your neck.
Not again.
I don't play. But you know something, Marquis right? If you think for 1 minute that I haven't put my eye on the gold, you are certainly mistaken. Because there's going to be a day in time that the chainsaw and Marquis Wright will meet again. And if you so happen become the NWW champion, be prepared to sign a contract on the dotted line, not only for the NWW Extreme title, but a bloodbath. Because I got my eye on you. So, to make it perfectly clear, it doesn't matter if you win the belt or you don't win the belt. Because I am that guy. I am a guy that don't care. I will take you to the next level. And that little pretty girl of yours, I'll be taking her to hell. And maybe back.
Marquis, that sounds like a challenge, man. What are you going to say to him?
Oh, man, I ain't got no beef with you right now, so worry about your match, man. I'll worry about mine. You feel me?
worry about your match, but then worry about your future. Because I will be watching, and you don't know when I'm coming to see you.
Yeah. My agents call me, man. I got roll. All right. Yo, thanks for having me, y'all. Peace.
Thanks for stopping out, Marquise. His phone didn't even ring. He just bounced out the door. I can hear his
You want to
jewelry
know
clanging.
something?
Whoa.
I don't have time to sit here anymore with you clown lookalikes.
Oh.
You little
That's not friendly.
whatever. You want to get friendly?
I certainly don't want to
Do I
be
look like
friendly.
the friendly type?
I don't want to
Do
become
I look
friendly.
like I'm here to be happy?
I'm going to say no.
I'll tell you what. Don't piss me off, or you'll go swinging on a rope again.
Dude, I'm gonna leave with Marquise, I think.
So, all these fans out here, I will see you Saturday, 7th warfare. And Kid Reflex, you better be ready for a beating of your life, because I don't play. See you guys.
All right.
I'm out of here.
All right, man. Thanks for coming by. God damn, there almost was a brawl going on here in the Mackcast. For the first time, he scared away Marquise. What's going on here?
Things got real tense in here, Mac. I don't know where Jimmy went.
I think he was calling the cops. I don't know. There's a home invasion going on.
Mac, I think that I don't really have anything left to say other than check out NWW May 17th. I mean, it's at the. You took the mic right out of my
At the
hand.
American Legion Post 85, 870 River Street in Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
There he
Tickets
is.
only $15.
Is that
Get him
chainsaw
at the-
bastard gone?
That guy left.
He's gone?
Oh,
All right. Safe
Dude.
again?
Dude,
Good
I had to
God.
step in the other room, man. I'm the boss, and he gets me nervous.
Man, we're trying to conduct an interview here, and he just comes barging in, does whatever the hell he wants, man. That's one crazy bastard.
Well, at that point, I mean, who's really going to tell him he can't? I'm not telling him he can't. You know what I mean?
I came close, Trainee, but I said forget about that.
It's a bad
Hey,
news.
you know something? I've tried in the past to tell him he can't. You know what he tells me? Oh, yeah, I can.
So, go ahead, man.
So I just want to go back to the beginning of NWW.
We already talked about that, man.
I thought that was the last time we filmed. I don't think we covered that stuff.
We got into it.
I mean, come on now. Yeah, you should have did this in the beginning. We're already in the future.
Yeah, Mac.
You know what I mean?
We like to jump around here, but my apologies. I got a little racked up by that crazy chainsaw guy coming in here. So I'm sorry. I'm just looking out for myself.
No, Jimmy. I'm gonna do. I want to talk about the show one last time. It's Combat Warfare 4, the May 17th, American Legion Post 85, 870 River Street, Woonsocket, Rhode Island. And you can get tickets where? At the American Legion Post itself, right?
Yep, 401-766-7585 or at JB Liquors on Social Street in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, 401-762-6422. And like I said, tickets are only $15
people.
right across the board. Inexpensive event.
Get there early, get a front row seat.
Oh, yeah, you might want to.
Yeah, people are going to be lined up, so if you want to get a good seat, folks, get in there quick.
But I will say this, and I know I ain't throwing no heat to anybody out there, any other promotions out there. But like I said, for people that don't advertise and think that you're going to get a crowd, for a company that does advertise and put butts in the seats, once you all come down May 17th and check out New World Wrestling Extreme, you know what? Maybe you get a little helping hand and see what it's all about.
That's right, folks. James, I'd like to thank you for coming on, man, coming in. And we talked about how we're already half-hour mark right now.
But you know something I will say to you guys, though? Good luck next week.
Oh, thank you,
guys
man.
got a
I
title
much
match.
appreciated.
You know, and
There's a few title matches on the card.
yeah.
It's a stacked card, man.
You know, but I did want to just mention one thing.
Oh, good.
though.
Yeah, shoot, man. Go ahead.
The Keanu and
Bo Douglas
the
match.
Bo Douglas match.
Yeah.
#1 contendership
Yep.
to take on the current NWW Colonial Champion July 26th
Yep.
at Summer Sizzler. So that match is a #1 contendership too. So 2 #1 contenderships, 2 title matches that night, and anything else that takes place, you know, it's NWW Extreme at his finest.
That's right, folks. I couldn't have said it any better myself. Make sure you check it out. NWW Extreme on Facebook. Check them out on Twitter. They're all over the place, folks.
Don't forget about that TV show on YouTube as well. Definitely check that out. James, I just want to thank you for coming down, promoting your stuff. I didn't know it would get all wily in here, but we made it all safe. We all have our limbs still on. So, that is very true.
Homeboy could be outside with that chainsaw right now. You never know.
I think I'll watch my back when I go out the
Right.
door. Look over your shoulder.
Folks, don't forget to check it out. We'll be promoting it on our Facebook. You can check it out on their Facebook, NWW Extreme. It's May 17th. Check it out now. And thank you for coming and checking it out, listening to the podcast, folks.
Hey, and we'll see you there live next week.
We'll see you there live, folks. Everybody, make sure you have one good night. Just one, though.